I think we're going to need these today. It is, it's very cold. Good morning, Salsa. It's also very dark in here, but try to stand where the light is. It's the finale, the last flea market day of the year. I think it might even be the last flea market I sell out for the rest of today, for the rest of this year. But we'll see. It's only fitting Salsa gets some water right now, and it's so cold I had to actually change my balaclava, or whatever you want to call this thing. The one I had before, the face mask, wasn't warm enough, so I went with this one. But yeah, it is, it's chilly. So we're kind of, I wouldn't say happy flea market season's kind of here and done with, but it's definitely a perfect fitting ending to a flea market year. Come here. So let's get up to the market. I'm kind of running late, but I'm kind of not running late because it's still pitch black out. But let's make it a good one. Let's do it. In fact, it's so cold. It's 28 degrees out right now. I usually always say this in the spring months when we get below about 45 or 50 degrees, I usually don't set up. The reason why is just no one shows up. It's that cold. So yeah, 28's a little bit colder than 45 or 50, but this is the last flea market day on schedule for the place. So I figured while I got almost an entire van load filled of stuff and I got a bunch of stuff up front, so let's make it a fun one. Here's to the end of 2024 selling, and I guess kind of treasure hunting, unless I go somewhere else. Is this guy gonna walk across the road or what? No, maybe not. It's a smart deer. I got here so early. Well, it's not even that early. I had to actually pay for my spot, which is funny because usually you don't have to pay for your spot. So I got here so late. The morning craze is over. The last craze of the year. Did two for $1 on them. Hey, what's that? All right, officially all set up for the last day. Although you can't really see it too well. There's still a lot of stuff out, and all my regulars just did their buying. And I don't know, I guess now I sweat it out for like the next 2 or 3 hours. Talked to another vendor here, and they're like, I don't know, it's gonna be a cold one. I don't know if the daily people will stop by, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully it gets light out here shortly. A lot of people all said, oh, you're late, because I showed up today at 6 o'clock. And like I said, I got here so late, you actually have to pay when you come in, as opposed to set up and then they pay you after. Or you pay after you set up. But it's still dark out. I don't need to be here super, super early if it's so dark out. $8 good. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Much. Yep.
How are you? Your gloves.
Yeah.
From the last year.
Yeah. It's good.
Good, yeah.
Okay.
the guy who I just told $1 for a bunch of toys. Probably a good deal, but he sets up across, like, I'll show you. He has a huge setup. He's been buying from me for years. I figured I'll just kind of give him a bulk deal today on a lot of stuff. Keep them happy going into winter. Gotta think long term here. Don't want to end. You never want to end on a bad note at a flea market or anywhere in life where you don't see someone for like 6 months, because that's like, oh, I remember what they said, or I remember they tried overcharging me, or whatever. You just always end on a good note in anything in life. Granted, I mean, it's probably only worth a couple dollars more, but yep. I don't know what I'm going to do with this also if it doesn't sell, because all the stuff that is either trash worthy, I just say trash worthy, I don't have space to throw it out this week. So I guess I gotta just put it in a pile in my driveway and wait a week. It's not worth driving to the landfill over what's probably going to be 4 trash cans. That's if it doesn't all sell. The sun finally came out. Well, I don't think actually, no, it's not. It's just sun rises. Huh. It's just sunny out. Or light out, I should say. It's not really sunny out officially. Check what time it is. It's 7:40 in the morning. Alright. Well, that's what it is. I don't know how long I'm going to stay today. As you guys see, there's no one in the whole lane in front of me. I'm the only one here, and then there's someone like, there's a couple over there, but next spot in my lane is like four vehicles over. And then on the other side, which is usually the side I take, usually I set up over here, completely empty. Not one vehicle. End of the year, just what happens. I often say this, when you get to the time of the year where everyone walks around with their hands still in their pockets, it's usually a time of the year when a lot of things don't sell. It's one of the big things. I've always been an advocate of the hands in the pockets mean no one wants to buy. When everyone has their hands out of their pockets, people want to buy, or they're wanting to like look and touch things on tables or dig through a box. But the hands in the pockets, never a good look. We have a wild seal appearance. We'll see if he does his sounds. Sounds like a seal, doesn't it? That sun did come out. It's over my shoulder. So it wasn't really sunny, but it was sunny. Anyway, I think I about had it for today. It's a little bit after 8:30. I think I made like $3 in the last hour. So it's usually a time to wrap it up. I knew this was going to happen. It's going to be cold. It's going to be one of those days. It wasn't windy today. Usually the last week of selling here, it's always super windy. There's like no one set up. It's almost like just a slow day. But the parking lot really isn't even full. Guess I'll start boxing things up. Kind of sad to see them go. Got a lot of donations, which I think the thrift stores are now taking donations because, well, it's over garage sale season. So now they're kind of taking more donations and putting them out rather than just kind of throwing everything away, which is good. that about wraps it up here at the flea market. It's been a great year. I would say it's been a cold year just because it's cold today, but I know it's been really, really hot this year. And we're off. See you later. Till next year. Till next, like, April. That's a far way away. Alrighty. See you next time. Alright. At the recycling place, it looks like somebody dropped off a whole bunch of records. Well, it said a whole bunch of records, and I'm looking at everything else. Oh, those are the Waltz. They're like the thicker records. A whole bunch of them. Wow, I don't know why they wouldn't just put whatever into the dumpster. Got me. See if there's anything in these dumpsters I really need. Got a hard hat. It looks like a lot of recyclables this time. So I got a couple things, nothing crazy I gotta throw away, but some clothes, towels and stuff. I think people wait until the days when they know no one's gonna be here and they just illegally dump stuff. Anyway, time to unload parts of the van. Boxes, plastic. This all gotta get donated. What do we got out here this week? Those bowling balls? I think those are whoa. Let's see what we got at the Capacitor House. I'm trying to remember for trash picking last time I drove through if they had anything. I'm feeling like they probably did. I'm still super cold. It's not, well, it's 43 degrees now. It's kind of warmed up. I think whenever I get home, I'm going to have to take a shower just so that, like, my inner body warms up. I don't need those bowling balls. Those actually make good, like, art pieces, but I'm not very artistic. Why, like, do bowling balls never age also? Like, why are they always like the same looking bowling ball? Oh, that looks like a nice one. I'm never going to use them. Like, this one actually fits my hand. So it's like, that's like the one thing with ever going bowling. I don't know if you feel that same way, but if you ever go bowling, it's almost like you only find like one bowling ball that ever works for you. And like you bowl with it, and then you have to wait for that one bowling ball to come back before you bowl the second time. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like that's probably a universal thought. Or if you go bowling, you end up liking just one ball. For me, it's like kind of like the weight's a big issue, but it's mostly if you can fit all three fingers without like jamming them up. Oh, geez. I would grab it, but literally I don't go bowling, and I don't know if I'd bring my own bowling ball. I feel like it just becomes more of a hassle than anything, especially if you're not a regular. I wonder how many people bring bowling balls like that they might not be able to get rid of. They're like, oh, let's go bowling. They bring the bowling ball to the bowling lanes, and then they just leave it there intentionally because they couldn't get rid of it elsewise. I wonder how often that happens. I feel like that might even be kind of like a smart move to get rid of your own bowling balls, but then they'd probably get very mad at you for doing that. For those super curious how the powder worked, it worked very, very well. I would never ever imagine I'd be staying this close to this wall. What was interesting with this whole project is there's actually more of this spread out everywhere. That's insulation from inside the wall that I guess the wasp even yanked out. You can see one guy is just not doing so well right there. Yeah, that stuff did the trick. That stuff really worked. So Something sounds... Oh, it's a leaf. Yeah, so anyway, that stuff really worked. That powder stuff, I don't know what the brand is. I think it was Tempo. If you have a yellow jacket problem, I would suggest using it. Obviously, you got to be careful when using it. You can't really just be spraying an active nest as it's active. I waited until it was a day that was colder. It was like 40 degrees or so, and it wasn't super active. I did it really early in the morning. But that stuff worked. I think it was Tempo, might be it. I don't get paid for it. It's just, it's what it is. There's not a sponsored video, but that stuff worked better than I think the Delta brand. Anyway, it's on Amazon if you want to buy it. Yeah, yellow jacket problem. There's probably like only a handful of you who even think about doing this. It was like $10 more than Delta, but it seemed to work. Yeah, that was kind of the whole ordeal with that. But I guess I'll unload the van now. How sad. So sad. So this is the flea market pile. The only reason why I didn't bring this is because I didn't want all these little guys to break, but unfortunately I didn't sell one of these, so I brought maybe 10 of these. Now one of them sold, so go figure. But everything else is gone. This is just an empty bin that's got to get thrown out. This is the leaves poured pile area, so that usually goes in green bins whenever I get a chance. Probably like boxing things up, making it look nice and neat. But yes, flea market season is finally done with. I think, I know I touched base on this, but I don't think I'll be going to Leesport probably again this year. If I do, it'd probably be one more time before the end of the year, in terms of the calendar year. And then obviously Lambertville is always an option, but I need special stuff for Lambertville, and I have no idea when I'm going back there because I don't have anywhere close to enough to bring a van load down for that market. So this very well might be the last flea market day in 2024. I still have my signs, which I might hang up somewhere at some point. But thanks for a great year, everyone. It's been awesome. Stay tuned for the next episode. Stay tuned for next adventure. Probably will be trash picking. I'm going to have to go inside and get warmed up. It's very, very chilly right now. And, well, thanks again, everyone. It was a good one. It was a good year from start to finish. And catch you guys next time for the next episode. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.